Today's reading is Familiar, an entry from the Monster Encyclopedia book series. An artificial race created by Baphomet who once possessed immense power rivaling that of the Demon Lord. They are employed as familiars by the witches of Sabbath, and aside from that, they're also entrusted with proselytizing for Sabbath and recruitment. On top of being proficient speakers, they look adorable and behave in a friendly manner, so those who listen to their words lower their guard and listen with rapt attention. They not only speak of eternal youth and great magical power, but they also extol the charm and depravity of little girls. Concern. Even the monstrously obscene tenets of Sabbath are naturally imprinted in their mind. Men will awaken to the attraction to the body of little girls, and women will develop a yearning to transform into a little monster girl. The truth isn't clear on the matter, but since the prey they set their sights on are always dragged into Sabbath, rumor has it that the way they naturally appear is forged friendliness, and they're actually cunning creatures with a great skill in the art of manipulation. They're basically not as good as witches at magic, but since they're magical organisms themselves, they have a high affinity for magic and their bodies are imbued with a portion of the Baphomet's immense power. They can cast the spell of pedomorphosis, and they can change human women who have awakened to the Sabbath's cult into witches. Also, by using themselves as a catalyst, they can amplify the magic of lolly monsters that are the acolytes of Sabbath. On top of dramatically raising the potency of spells used, this ability also draws out the charm they possess and raises it to the maximum limit. Didn't know there was such a thing. With the power of Sabbath contained within her, a little monster girl makes a charming transformation. Her atmosphere will be more innocent and defenseless, rousing a man's protective instincts while at the same time giving off an allure that drives men even more crazy than a mature woman. If they then tempt a man, the effectiveness is so powerful we pretty much call it a super move. Any man, no matter how straight-laced, will find themselves reaching for the little girl's body, ultimately piercing her little vagina with his manhood. Furthermore, this power also applies to the spirit energy of male adherents, and men in general. The more thick and syrupy spirit energy facilitates magical replenishment through sexual intercourse and gives even more pleasure to the body of little girls who exceedingly love their big brother's spirit energy. While they do play the role of familiars for witches, they're also monsters themselves, and therefore, when they spot a man that strikes their fancy, they prioritize making him theirs above all. As beings that physically embody the tenets of Sabbath, what they love more than anything is to have sex with a man and swallow a penis that's too big for a little girl's body. Their soft child bodies were modeled after the perfect child body of Baphomet, and when they swallow up a penis and squeeze tightly with their little vagina, they're able to convey the appeal of a little girl's body directly to a man's body, staining him in the tenets of Sabbath more directly. In this way, unmarried men who are supposed to be brought to Sabbath often end up already becoming theirs, much to the dismay of witches without big brothers. As one can tell from this, while they are mistress and servant, the pecking order is a bit vague, and there are those who have a relationship that's more like friends instead of mistress and servant, and then there are those who share the same man between them. I think this paragraph is talking about the relationship between witches and the familiars.